Always a pleasure to have my friend Joanne Falletta in the studio today. The performance today, 2019 Classical Music Woman of the Year. Great award, Joanne.
Oh, thank you,
And
Ray.
always glad to do that. You, as we have said before, you've been very busy with the Mahler Resurrection Symphony that you've given us, and
Yes.
you're such a good Mahler conductor. It's always glad to have that back on the stage. You're busy with the Buffalo Philharmonic, of course, and guest conducting in various locales. Do you ever stop and rest?
Well, I think I get my energy from the music, so I better not stop.
Okay.
So I got to keep going. But it has been a year filled with music and a lot of new discoveries for me too. So I've been very happy this year.
Well, this year, for the Virginia Arts Festival, you get to run into old Bill Shakespeare, William Shakespeare's
right.
Antony and Cleopatra, with the music of Frenchman Florent Schmitt, who lived all the way to in the 1950s,
That's
but
right.
yet sort of looks and sounds like an older French composer. I think he studied with Fauré
He did.
and has that type of sound.
Yes.
People don't know Florent Schmitt, but you've made a great recording of the music with the Buffalo Philharmonic for the Naxos
Of
label.
Antony Cleopatra, yes. I mean, he's a composer, and there are lots of others that sort of have fallen through the cracks.
Yeah.
But I think there's a little bit of a renaissance coming with Florent Schmidt's music. And having seen these scores, I fell in love with them. So I knew the music first, and then Globe director Bill Barkley heard that CD, and of course he was very, very knowledgeable about the play itself, and decided that he would recreate something that had been done in 1920
Aha.
by André Gide, where he actually mounted the play with the music. I think that was a very long production.
Yeah.
So ours is not very long at all. Ours is actually quite short and very potent. But the idea of music and word together is intriguing.
Yeah. So this is as it was done in the Globe Theatre in London, not too long ago.
That's right. It was
And-
done for the 400th Shakespeare anniversary, and it was done at the Hollywood Bowl.
How many actors are involved in this? Do you know how many?
It's a handful of actors only. It's really pared down to the essentials.
Okay.
And the play, of course, which is very long in its original
Yeah.
form, is also pared down so that we get the parts that are most relevant to us today. I mean, Shakespeare often incorporated a lot of current events in his plays that we would not understand. So it's very powerful, and the play itself is intriguing in that, of course, it's a great romance between these two
yeah.
extraordinary people, but it's set at a time of warring battles, and the contrast between the Roman Empire ruling the world with pragmatism and strength and almost a pitiless kind of
Right.
rulers there, and the Alexandria in Egypt, which is filled with sensuality and of course the beauty, and the exact opposite of Rome.
Yes, I've been to Egypt, and it is a land of mystery. And
Yes.
when you go in and see the pyramids and see how old it really is, I mean, you're talking about real antiquity here.
Yes.
With this,
Yes.
and Shakespeare, I think, realized it, and Florence Schmidt realized it. But to put them together, now is the music underneath the dialogue, or is it as
Well, this was another decision that I think was brilliant. Bill said it would have been easy to have dialogue, then music, then dialogue, then music, but not as interesting as what he has put together. He's really cut up the suites of Florent Schmidt in a way that there can be a short burst of music and then dialogue, or dialogue can exist over the music, very carefully placed, so that it's totally integrated, which makes it much more powerful.
must have been tricky, though. I guess you do
It's
a little homework on this one.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
tricky.
Yeah.
But
But
it's more powerful, really.
It's one of those things that just makes the Arts Festival the Arts Festival when they put together something like this. Friday, May 17th, 8 p.m. at the Ferguson, and then Saturday, May 18th, you're going to be over in Chrysler Hall. Any difference in the staging? I mean, the stage area? Are you
No, Bill
easily
came-
moves from one to the
yes,
other?
it easily moves. Bill checked this out about a year ago to make sure we could do that,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it will work very, very well. And we have wonderful audiences in both those places.
Gosh, is it by any chance anybody going to be recording this?
I'm not sure they will because it is visual, but
Yeah.
maybe I hope so.
It would be nice to have
Yeah.
it. We enjoyed your, the recordings of things that you've done in the past with the
Yes.
Virginia Arts Festival, and it does kind of capture it and keep it so that we
That's
can,
right.
can play it again and again. We always enjoy playing your recordings. Just got the Roman trilogy from
Oh,
Respighi.
Respighi.
Wow.
Respighi. That's quite
Yeah, I'll clear out the
quite
cobwebs for you.
dramatic. I know it's very loud, but wonderful. But truly, I mean, you're mentioning our collaborations with the Virginia Arts Festival. They've been some of the highlights of my time here in Virginia in all these years. We have been doing one big project
Yeah.
per year, and this is the big project this year. But we've done Mahler 8, we've done Bartok Bluebeard's Castle.
Just played the Mahler 8th again on the air the other day.
Oh,
Hey,
it's
I was there, and it was great.
Yeah, I mean, so it's thanks to David and Susan Good and to my good friend.
Oh, and
Bob
speaking of
Cross.
which, Night Owl has been a big hit.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
heard
I
it
mean,
on. Heard it on. And you've been doing a little radio. I heard you on satellite hosting. Was the Discovering American Music?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
right.
So you're-
So I mean, these are projects that are like mountains in my life, I mean, and I'm so glad to do them. And this will be one of those too. This combination of the play, which is a really interesting play. I mean,
Yeah.
and I think the music, having the music with it, gives it a little extra nobility and drama. You know, they are definitely. I mean, Cleopatra and Antony are definitely flawed characters.
Oh yes.
You know, but in the end, the music helps redeem them, and we're left with the incredible love that they have for each other, despite their squabbles, despite the mistakes they make. At the end, they love each other, and that's what is at the crux of the whole play, and the music brings that to us.
Well, we're looking forward to that. It's going to be Friday, May 17th, 8 p.m. at the Ferguson. Saturday, May 18th, 8 p.m. over in Chrysler Hall, 282-2822, the phone number for the Virginia Arts Festival, and vafest.com. Joanne Falletta, the Virginia Symphony, Shakespeare, Antoine et Cleopatra, Florence Schmidt. Couldn't be more fun to have it all come together. And Joanne, we are looking forward to it. We thank you for taking a little time to stop by today and talk about it.
Thank you, Ray.